in that, and we're live? Yeah, we're live. I see us.
Yeah.
Looks like people can hear all of you.
Fortunately, we missed out on the best jokes of the night, I think.
It's probably for the best.
Probably for the
really.
best.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. We're gonna play some Pathfinder. Yeah, question mark, maybe. And I don't know, last time we left off, you all went to the Bold Trough to get some delicious food from their buffet. And also because there was a clue that maybe they're moving shady stuff for a cult. And during that, Sherbert very masterfully, showed all of your hand. And
Hey, I didn't do that.
Who did that?
No, I showed.
Oh,
I
it
showed
was
the
Jake.
hand.
My bad. My
I
bad.
very masterfully
Sure,
saw the
just paid the
disaster
price
coming
for
to
it.
us. Just stood there and took it.
So last we left off, Moosin went and got a barrel of hot grease and threw it at the party, and everyone got out of the way except for Sherbert.
And I was the only one who knew it was coming.
Sherbert, did you take damage from that?
Oh, yeah.
Good. If not, I was going to make you take it again.
Don't do that.
I might, just for the fun of it.
I think we all took damage, right? Didn't we all
everyone?
get hit, like, splashed by?
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because
I'm
it was
hanging
damage
from a
on
rafter
save.
or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll tell you how we're going to do it. Why don't you all go roll initiative? And then as initiative goes around, then you can introduce yourselves and your character.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Oh, wow.
Oh, good.
Oh, look at that, Jeremy. That's what we
Oh,
want
wow.
right there.
That's
the front line
amazing.
gets to go.
If you guys start your turn by laughing at me, and that's all of your actions.
Looks like everyone's in there. Everyone actually did pretty good, except for Beaker. Beaker, you did horrible. Feel bad.
I mean, when you put it that way.
Yeah. All right. So we'll start off with Puck. Puck. Tell us about who's playing you, and tell us about yourself.
I am Jeff. I am playing Puck. I play games on the internet at twitch.tv/thelollygaggers, Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays. That's probably all you need to know. And Puck is a hobgoblin ranger. He is a bounty hunter, and he spent a lot of his time hunting down deserters from various military regimes and such, which is how he got pretty good at tracking people and that kind of thing. He's kind of a well-rounded, not necessarily excels at any one thing, but kind of good at a lot of little things here and there. So fills a little hole, fills gaps in the party from time to time.
Well, what is Puck doing on Puck's turn?
So do we see Moosin, the guy who...
Yeah, my shading's a
awesome.
little different, but he's up in the corner there. If you step around the corner or look around that ledge I stuck you behind, you'll have clear
Okay.
sight on him. He's just standing there.
All right, so I think what I'll do then is I'll go ahead and first action, I'll do my full... Actually, I can't see that way. There we go. All right. Is he that big?
So one thing you'll notice is when he stepped in to the kitchen to get his grease, he stepped back out and he was much larger than when he stepped back in. Big,
Okay.
rippling muscles. His chef's shirt coat thing is ripped open and he's grown in size. So something he did in the kitchen got him all like Bane swole. So
Okay.
yeah,
He master
Gross.
Roshi does.
he Master Roshi.
Definitely gross. And then I think with my second action, I will twin takedown. I have quick draw, so I'm just gonna like pull the weapons out as fast as I can as part of my movement action, and or part of my attack action, I should say. And I'm just gonna wail away on him because that was very rude. And honestly, Puck just really likes to fight things, so I'm just gonna go and do that. So with the flail first, classic, his favorite weapon, 26 to hit.
Ooh, that, let me double check. That is not a critical.
Oh, so close.
Although that's
So
concerning
close.
for me.
Okay. It still hits, I would
Oh yeah,
imagine.
it still hits. Yeah.
Okay. Let me roll damage. Looks like 4 points with that one.
Okay.
Offhand will be the hatchet, which is there. It is. 15 to hit. I don't think that's gonna hit. Yeah. Then with my final action, I'll do the same thing, and I'll just wail away on him some more. 23 to hit.
Does hit.
8 points of damage for that one, and then with my offhand hatchet, 11, no good.
No go.
So
Okay.
yeah.
There we go. So that puts us next up. Oh, I didn't even begin the encounter. There we go. It was Puck's turn. Now it's Barbar's turn. Barbar, do some introduction, and then take your turn.
Yeah, I'm Jeremy, proudly adopted kobold, and I'm going to be playing Barbar, who is a Scarhold orc that was adopted as a farmhand and is now a spiritual barbarian, basically.
Nice.
He's going to run around the corner, rage, and try and chop some face.
All right.
Okay. Oh my god. I love the image for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll try and scoot. I'm sure I won't be able to quite get behind him, but I'll move over to the side at least.
Yeah, you were like there. It's like 10 feet. Yeah, you won't be able to get behind him.
Yeah, that's good enough. Get over to the side. Rage. Give myself some temp HP. And then I'm going to try and smack him.
Okay.
Let's see how that goes.
Oh. That's a miss.
Is that good? That's a miss.
That's a miss.
That was, move, rage, attack. That's it for me.
Okay. What do we got next? Dan, I forgot all about your familiar. Maybe after the fight, your familiar will relay some information to you because I spaced it. But it is your turn, Dan, so do a little introduction. Take your
I'm
turn.
Dan with Defenders of Kobold. I'm playing our wizard who's just mostly packed with gimmick spells, except I'm all out of them right now. So it's going to be a real exciting fight for me.
Sure.
And speaking of that, I'm going to use Electric Arc.
Oh, he needs to make a reflex save. Let's see. Oh,
Also, I can't see him for some reason. So
you can't see him.
I cannot.
That's why.
Maybe I got blinded by the soup that got thrown in my eyes.
Maybe.
Your
He
eyeballs
definitely makes
melted.
that. He makes the shit out of that.
Oh, I think he's just out of your line of sight. But that's fine. I got the lighting screwed up on this. Don't worry about it. You can see him in your mind, and he totally is unfazed by your electric arc.
Good job, me. With my last action, I'll go ahead and cast Shield here. So
Okay.
it's just that'll come into play later. So.
Okay.
And I'll cry.
And you'll cry. You're gonna do a great job at this.
Probably the only thing I'm going to do good at.
So it's Mooson's turn. Let's see what he gets to
I'm going to
do.
move so I can see his token, just because I want to see his token.
Sure thing.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah.
Where's that? He had an ability, but I think I deleted it.
Oh, good. Those are the
Lord.
best abilities.
You know what? That's fine. What does this do?
You got to play where it lies.
I'm
right?
going
You
to,
know,
yeah.
building it. Smirnoff.
Smirnoff. Okay. So first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna just like, yeah, you fuckers are going down, and he is gonna just punch Barbar in the face. 22. Does that hit?
That's my face.
That's your face. He strikes your face. This says slashing. It's not slashing. It's bludgeoning. 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Then he is going to punch you again because he's not moving right now. 17 to hit?
No.
Okay. And the last thing he is going to do is he is just going to primal roar in your face just for flavor and then follow that up with a healthy headbutt.
I do respect that.
That would be a
Son of
critical.
bitch. Oh, this is...
This might be bad. He's a toughie, so
That is a very healthy headbutt.
holy
right.
shit.
Uh,
How many hero points did you have left?
Well, so he does headbutt Barbar. Barbar falls down to a knee, but then takes just a moment to grab onto that Aristil token from earlier. So please, God, just give me one chance to hit this son of a bitch. And such is his divine fury that once per day, so long as the blow does not kill him, he can stay standing at 1 hit point.
Oh, wow. Okay. You are up with 1 hit point, and that is the end of Moose and McSmirnoff's turn.
oh my. I'm concerned for our safety.
As you should be. Mornath, it's your turn, but why don't you also give us some introductions?
Sure, I'm Bert. I also stream at twitch.tv/SteamSteelMurder on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, primarily doing a lot of OSR, old school Dungeons and Dragons games. This Sunday is Shadowrun, though, powered by the Apocalypse system. Yeah, and so I'm playing Mornith tonight, the Ice Elf. And I have to ask you, Chuck.
Yeah.
From the intel that we got, is this Mooson's bar, or does he simply work here?
He owns the place.
My 3 actions are to get out my flint and tinder, light a torch, hold it over the hot greasy oil, and say, "I will burn this bar down."
Oh my gosh. That
Of
is
course.
absolutely beautiful. I am going to want...
Vintage Mornath.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be an intimidation test.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this seems like a good move.
It's going to go against his passive will, so I'm going to want you to hit a 17 or higher.
Yeah. I don't have much intimidation, but the thing about it is I'm not kidding. So even if I fail, a 12. So yeah, if he doesn't budge, I drop it.
Oh, you
into
drop
the
it and just...
oil.
Oof. There's now this giant... let's draw a circle to show this fire, because it was like right in here.
Oh no.
So
Yep.
this area is now hot. Let's make that orange. There we go. All right. Yeah, so you started
A bar fire now
A
instead
bar
of a bar
fire.
fight.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm happy with
Wow.
that.
That was impressive.
Nice.
Let's see if he decides the bar is more important than continuing the struggle.
Okay.
I don't know that he's struggling so much as we're struggling, but
This might change things. And next, we got Jake. Jake, do a little introductions and then take your turn.
Well, I'm Jake with the Defenders of Cobalt, and I will be playing Seer Elf Alchemist nicknamed Beaker, because he likes alchemy as opposed to magic, which he was raised to like. He just doesn't like it. And I think for my turn, I'm going to, first of all, try to select only my token. There we go.
Good luck.
And then I want to move within 10 feet of Sherbert.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on him to get that hot, greasy oil off of him.
Nice use. Yeah.
that's appreciated.
That's nice.
And,
use of that spell.
Yeah. I think after that, I'll just kind of look around the bar and I'll say, this is official Glorious Hammer business, everyone. Everyone, please make an orderly exit from the restaurant. Right? Don't even bother paying. Don't even bother
Oh,
paying.
with that,
Please exit the restaurant.
people start hopping up and running for the door at that. Moose and McSmirnoff roars in rage. He's like, oh, my money!
Awesome.
And we pass it
And that'll
back.
be my turn.
Okay, then we pass it back up to Puck Puck.
Those were both way better turns than mine.
All right. Seeing Barbar kind of go down the way he did, I will. Oh gosh, what does he look like again? Like, what's his physical description?
He's this giant now, probably like 8 foot tall, muscle bound dude. Looks like he's got a party mullet and he's got, one of them typical chef's rag bandanas tied around it. He looks like Torg.
Is there any room between him and the door that I could sneak into flanking, or is he like up against it?
I'll say you could probably move. Yeah, you can move behind him. I'll say
Alright,
it's going to
so I'll
cost you double movement to kind of shimmy through, but so usually that's like 10 feet, so we'll call it 20 feet.
Oh yeah, I have enough. Yeah, I would have enough then. Okay, so I'll spend one of my actions to do that, so that'll help out both me and Barbar. And then I will say to him, because I'm trying to draw the ire of him, looking at his giant muscular body. Are you overcompensating for something? Tiny the little Mooson's not very big, is he? And then I'm going to attack.
Okay.
So let's see. Flail gets to 25.
That's a hit.
Damage is 7.
Okay.
Hatchet gets a 14.
That is a miss.
So then my third action, I'll continue to wail. The flail gets a 24.
That's a crit.
Nice.
So what do you want? What do we do for that? Do you do the cards?
I'm
or?
just gonna do double damage. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do critical. It's 12 points of damage.
Okay.
I'll also let it go. So it wraps
tangle him?
around his legs. Yeah, and entangles him. So he'd have to take 2 interact actions, spend 2 of his actions to do interact to be able to untangle himself.
Okay.
Otherwise, his movement is severely reduced. And then my second attack with the hatchet offhand, as I'm just hacking away at him. Another crit.
Another crit. Wow.
Tiny little man. Tiny little man.
That's amazing.
Wonderful.
And the damage for that is 10 more points of damage.
Okay.
Good grief. You're paying him back for Puck Buck here.
Very cool.
I'm
All
about
right.
to die, but
Barbar.
maybe Barbar can finish him first.
Barbar.
I don't know that I'm going to be able to finish anything, but I'll give it a couple of swings.
Oh, wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Wait a second. Let me go back. Nope, never mind. It wouldn't have affected. Don't forget that there's you get a flanking bonus. I didn't add mine, but I don't think his AC is at least 17, so it shouldn't.
Yeah. I take it out. So yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
Cool. All right. Bless it. Let's see. I had an extra hero point from last time that got bought, so I'll re-roll that.
Yeah. I guess start of the session, everyone starts with another hero point as well.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay. Do 18 damage. That feels good.
Nice.
Go for it again.
Oh, another hit.
Okay.
Another
There we go.
16. Impressive.
And I'll go ahead and do a third try. 'Cause
All
why
right.
not? It's kind of. Damn it.
You know what?
Come on.
But for this, I am gonna get, if I can find them, into the critical fail cards.
Okay.
He hits himself.
Oh no.
Knock himself.
You
Negative
don't
1.
hit yourself, but you. Hey, Melissa, thanks. That's a banked reroll. Somehow you manage to spin around with the momentum of your great axe swing, and you lose your bearings for the second, and you confuse yourself. You don't have confused 1.
Okay.
So
Between like my broken nose from the headbutt and spinning around.
yeah, you just discombobulated. All right. All right.
Updated our group journal with our reroll there.
Nice.
Awesome.
Sherbert.
I'm so helpful that I'm gonna do the same thing
Okay.
again. Because that's all I have.
Might as well.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
Except his reflex save is a plus 11. So
But he is tangled. $14.
hooray!
You get to do some damage.
8 points
Nothing to shake a stick at.
of electric arc.
All
that is
right. What else you doing?
I may back a little way out from the fire.
Not a terrible idea.
I don't know how fast it's spreading exactly, if I need to
It's-
like move further back than this or not, but
Yeah.
I've got pretty good range.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm a one trick wizard now.
Okay. Moosin yells out, "My buffet!" And he bends over and he starts ripping at this flail, trying to get his legs untangled. He spends 2 actions getting his feet free. And he runs over, not right on the fire, but right next to the fire. And he's just standing there with this panicked look on his face because he doesn't have enough actions to try and do anything. And he'll also yell out, I forgot the waitress's name, but he'll yell out for the waitress like, "Quick, get the bucket of water!"
Darlene was her name.
Darlene, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we pass over to Mornat.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
thanks for
I'll
coming by.
grab my torch, come down here, start another fire, and
nice.
look at him and say, "This is your last chance. I'm pretty sure I can burn it down faster than your barmaid can put it out. Give up or it goes down." Start another fire.
Okay. So yeah, you start. I'll put another circle out. Here, right next to you. Yeah,
Right on the buffet.
right on the buffet.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see. Jake, I want you to roll me a D4.
E4 coming up.
And that's the direction the fire is going to go. So one was up. Oh no, Jake.
Oh no.
Oh no. As it starts spreading towards you, make a reflex save.
Oh boy.
I'm
I
gonna
made a
want.
good decision.
I
by
want a
accident.
14, Jake.
Oh, mercifully, I'm an expert.
Oh
Yeah.
You
Nice.
easily just take a few graceful steps back, avoiding the fire.
Oh.
Oh. Jake, you're
The
up.
finest ope.
Finest opes.
I think for funsies, I'm gonna grab a plate off the table and frisbee it at him.
Sure.
Nice.
Go ahead and make me a ranged attack.
What would that?
Just give me a.
I'll roll a strike with sling -2 for the
Sure.
improvised modifier there. Oh,
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you hit him. Give me a D4 for that plate damage.
eh.
All right, you put 3 points of plate damage on him.
Alrighty. Then after that I'm going to I'll spend my remaining 2 actions to apply the black adder venom to my dagger.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Cool. So kind of at the end of this initiative round, before we kick back up to Puck, you see Darlene come running around the bar, carrying a bucket of water, and she's just like, "But Moosin, don't!" And Moosin yells like, "Just shut up and give me the water before the fire gets any worse." And then it passes up to Puck.
Oh, it's because it's a grease fire. Oh god.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now it's even more important that we take him out now. Now it's just survival. Okay. I'll chase after him and I'll just like, "Where are you going, you tiny dick buffoon?" And I will swing away at him. So I'll spend first action points to just move up to him.
Okay.
Then I will, taking advantage of my quick draw talent, I will draw, like as I'm attacking, I'll pull out, like as I'm running, I'll kind of yank out another hatchet. So I have 2 hatchets now. And so the first, so my second action will be like attacking with both of them. 14 for the first,
The miss.
16 for the second,
Also a
and
miss.
then the next round, my third action point.
Ooh.
That's a crit.
How many is that for you? Like 3?
3?
Good lord,
3.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be
chopping
it's
at
gonna
little
be my
Moosin.
thing. I'm gonna be attacking like 6 times around if I can, because of all
Nice.
this.
All right.
18 points of damage,
18 points of damage. That's impressive.
and then for the off. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he's looking really rough. So yeah, go ahead.
And then miss on the last.
And there's a miss. Barbar.
All right. Well, I will also rejoin the fray. So I am not very smart. There we go.
19.
Nice.
He's not flanked anymore, so that doesn't miss.
19 is a miss.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that stinks. We'll try again.
22
Okay.
is a hit.
All right. For 11.
Jeremy, would you please explain to me how you kill Moose and McSmeared
I think as he's reeling over, I think basically like the Puck Puck is working his nutsack like a speed bag. And as he leans over in pain from that critical, it's just I run over, I maybe leap off one of the benches to get some height,
Yeah.
and then just bring the axe down on the back of the neck to
Just
decapitate him.
take his head off. His head rolls into the fire. His
Maybe we
body.
need that for proof. No.
Better hurry. His body collapses next to the fire, squirting out red blood and this strange, kind of gross looking green fluid out onto the ground. We'll end combat. As the fire continues to spread, seeing that Moosin is dead, Darlene tosses the bucket of water away from the fire and then runs for the bar and comes out from behind the bar with another bucket, which is filled with sand.
Ooh, was prepared.
And she starts working to put the fire out. What are the rest of you doing while this is unfolding?
I mean, there might be things that we can search through here that might be valuable, so I'm tempted to try and help put the fire out too. Plus, we need Moose's head.
Oh, no. I promised I'd burn this down. I'm
Okay.
burning it down.
Well, we still need Moose's head, so
Yes.
Okay, how are you getting Moosin's head?
I don't know if I can I don't know if these benches are movable or not.
Yeah.
Maybe I can use one of the benches to try and push it out of the fire.
Sure, yeah, you spend a couple minutes. Moosin's head is very well charred at this point, but it's still mostly recognizable.
Maybe we gotta drag his hulking body with us too.
All right. I'll help with that. But first, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to drink the minor elixir from Beaker, and then I'm sure some patron left a bottle of stuff on the table. I'll do a chaser after the elixir.
Absolutely.
I'm going to use prestidigitation on the bottle of poison that I just emptied out to make sure it's nice and clean. I'm going to go over and try to scoop up some of the blood/green goop flowing out of his neck.
Yeah, you're actually you find a vein or an artery or something that's kind of still squirting it out, and you just fill it up right at the tap, put a cork on it, and you've got this nasty looking green fluid. It's yeah.
I was gonna ask, how close are the surrounding buildings to this place?
Right up against it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like fires are no joke. We might want to put this down before this takes out the whole district. And then
Okay.
I'll go run into the is this the kitchen over here where he was standing? I'll go run into the kitchen to see if there's anything in there that might help or anything like that.
Yeah, you run
flour or something like that.
Yeah, you run into the kitchen. They've got some large bags of flour against one wall. They are also prepared for fire. Currently, it looks like Moosin was working the kitchen on his own. But there is another large bucket of sand sitting next to one of the stones, right inside the door.
Okay.
So I'll say
Okay.
this: if you all, if you work with Darlene a little bit, kind of work together, you can get this fire under control. The building, the ceiling is soot stained. The buffet is mostly charred, but eventually you do get the fire out. Darlene's, well, this sucks, but at least I guess I have my own restaurant now.
Yeah,
Congratulations on your promotion.
Unless you are also profiting on the destruction of children.
The hell no, I just run the bar and take money. What do you mean destruction of children?
Your friend Moose in there experimenting on orphans.
What the fuck? I thought he was into some shady stuff, but I didn't know it was,
I'm still holding on to the burning torch. I'll just put it real close to her face. If I find
Like,
out you're lying, I'll
listen.
come back and I'll finish the job.
I promise you, I didn't know anything about it. Listen, if I knew he was on some shady stuff, I thought he was like, smuggling drugs or some shit. Listen, I'll tell you what, go into his office in the back of the kitchen. He keeps logbooks, everything, but there's one shipment that he gets on a pretty regular basis that only comes in the middle of the night. He's mentioned it before. I don't know what the company is, but maybe you can find something about it.
You know when it's coming next?
He said it was either going to be tonight or tomorrow night.
Well, I guess we hang out here tonight then.
Puck will go ahead and do what she said and check out
Sure.
the office.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can get into the office. It's large furniture. He's a big guy. Go and give me
In some ways.
Hey. I'll tell you what, if you want to give me perception test, unless you've got a skill that you think might be a little more appropriate.
Let me try and get in here too.
I'll yell out, find the recipe for the jalapeno poppers.
I will run to the kitchen to do
Definitely
just that.
priority one.
So, Beaker, if you run into the kitchen, you can see there's shelves. I'm going to move your token. In the kitchen, full of cookbooks.
Oh, baby.
And you find one that's more worn than anything else. And it's the joy of ye old cooking. And bookmarked is jalapeno poppers.
I do have one thing I might stick on here real quick. I can have keen eyes, seek for hidden or undetected. Would that apply for this?
Not in this looking through documents.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they were like hidden in here or something.
There might be other rooms in the this joint that you could check out, but not specifically for in this room or looking for these documents. Now, Puck, you do find his logbooks. And looking through it, they're kind of messy. You've got the books. You're sure the information's here. You're just not able to discern it with that 12. Maybe if you can get some help.
I got a 25 on it.
Sure.
Step aside and let me look with my detective eyes.
Sure. So you look through and you can see regular deliveries from this one particular company. It's actually from a ranch or a farm that's outside of town called Monsoon Farms. Seems to be kind of it's listed as like beef delivery. And he's got the times flagged in it. It's almost a weekly basis, but it's never on the same day of the week, but it's always, wee hours of the night, somewhere between like midnight and 3 a.m.
Well, if it's tonight or tomorrow night, I suppose we wait and see if we can get it.
So this is the usual place that was referred to properly in the letter we found.
Quite
The
possibly.
sister mentioned. If it's the Monsoon Farms, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Interesting. Could always pay Monsoon Farms a visit as well.
I think
Indeed.
the customer's running out of here yelling fire. Good chance that it's not going to happen tonight.
Well, I mean that's probably already done. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what time of the evening it is.
It was late. You know, it was like 9 o'clock or something like that.
I mean, in the late evening, early morning, you know, that's a long ways out for now.
Yeah. So, yeah, so Puck, you and Sherbert are able to discern this information from the books. Beaker, you retrieve the jalapeno popper recipe.
I will put that in my alchemist formula book.
That's an appropriate place for it. Mornith and Barbar, are you doing anything?
Staring down that waitress.
She's like, I didn't know. I'm gonna start cleaning, doing my closing
Okay.
stuff. She goes and she locks the door. She's like, just so people don't come in. It's just, if you need to get out, you just turn this. I'm not trying to trap you in here. I promise. Don't hurt me, Mr. Scary Elf.
As she then goes nuts on us, and destroys us all.
But yeah, I mean, in the kitchen, you see plenty of recipes. Not recipes, plenty of ingredients. That's
So-
right, too old. We have.
I will ask her, where does he usually put the package that he receives?
We have the storeroom in the back between the kitchen and the hallways to the bathrooms. There's also a back door over there. Any supplies he puts in there. I'm sure he's got a hiding place in there somewhere. I just, you know, he's kind of, he's a lot, and I don't want to piss him off. I didn't want to piss him off, but yeah. So if you're going to look for something, look for it in there.
Is this the storeroom
Yeah,
here?
Dan, that's the storeroom.
Okay. Well, I will attempt to look here then.
Bert, were you going to head
Yeah.
back there?
Yeah,
as
I'm
well?
gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Yeah. I'll come join as well.
Okay.
That's the kitchen. I'm in the wrong place, aren't
Yep,
I?
you're in the kitchen. Head to the back.
Oh,
There's a door back
I
there.
see.
Oh, right
Over,
there.
over this way. Come to me. It's over here. Like quite literally.
Let me adjust the map.
I seem to be stuck in the door.
Oh, hell.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walls get a little funky sometimes. Like you have to like go right
You have
to
to
the
go
door
where
and
you
go
can
through it.
see.
Hang on
Yeah.
a second. I got this. There we go.
This bar is so
I
dark.
was gonna say I'm literally stuck.
Yeah,
in
you
the
were
door.
stuck in the door.
Who made this bar so dark?
That would be me. And this is a very dark room. There's no lights or torches or anything. On the rest of the bar, it was illuminated with, sconces with torches hanging into it. So if you want some light, you can very easily just grab one of those
Okay.
to light your path. And I'm going to actually, seeing as we're here, do this. That way it's all lit up. That way you should be able to see everything. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's see. Who all is searching and who all has rolled so far?
I'm searching and I rolled.
What'd you get?
I'm
22.
I'm
Okay.
searching, but my attempt is automatically a 15
Okay.
or higher if I roll higher.
Okay. So
I'm going to be
Being a
trying to make
master
some fresh
smuggler.
jalapeno poppers for everybody.
okay, Jake, go give me whatever alchemy test you need to do that. And I'll tell you what, all of you working together on this, between Mornath's Auto 15 and Sherbert's high roll, Jake, you make jalapeno poppers. His ingredients aren't very high quality, but you kind of dig through for a little bit and you find the freshest peppers. You find some bacon that doesn't have a whole lot of flies on it. You get all your ingredients together. You spend maybe 30 minutes on this, and you make a tray of absolutely delicious jalapeno poppers.
Outstanding.
Oh my god, those
But-
sound so good.
Between the shelves in the storeroom, you find a trap door.
Yay.
Going scoop.
So what are y'all gonna do? You see it.
Do you see?
Check it
See
for
anything
any traps.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Who's got that skill?
I do,
It's
and I
more
think
than
I've got an automatic thing for that too. I've got Trap Finder. Okay, now it's just a +1, but I actually it's you treat it as if I were searching, even if I don't say so. If I'm near a trap,
Hmm.
it's just interesting. Okay, yeah. So it is a what is that? A perception check? It says searching. Even if you aren't searching, so searching is a thing apparently.
I consier trap finding to be
Yeah, it
part.
says perception check to find traps is what it says.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me that perception then.
And a +1.
Oh wow, you knocked that out of the park.
Nice.
You do find that there's actually a couple things rigged to this door. The first thing is there's like a small trip line that leads underneath one of the shelves to like a box, and inside this box you can see like there's a bell. So if a door opens, it rings a bell. But also going the other way, it's rigged so that way if the door is open without disarming this trap, it knocks the shelf right next to it over onto the trap. And you're able to find both of those.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe
I
heading
will
into
disarm
the-
that trap.
sure. Well, yeah.
It says it's a thievery check
Yeah,
if you
I was
want me to
gonna
make
say.
it, and I can. Apparently, there are levels of traps, so I can do it at the level above expert, whatever that is. Or-
Sure, that's not a problem. This is a pretty low level trap. Yeah, that's
So
good.
it's going to end up being a 14.
Okay, yeah, that's plenty good. I had to roll mainly because if that shelf fell, there's a risk of
Yep.
damage, but it's a simple trap. You're able to undo it. Now, working on this, you can see that although this was a hidden kind of hatch on the floor, the locking mechanism on it, on your side of it, no, that's not right. Yeah, basic simple locking mechanism. You can easily just pop it open without much trouble, and then you've got access to this. So you would lift up this hatch on the floor. You can see stone stairs going down maybe like 8 feet to a very small, think like 6x6 room. The
The
thing,
root cellar.
yeah, kind of like a root cellar. But the thing that really catches you is, it is completely lined with like thick blankets. Floor, walls, ceiling.
Making it soundproof. I would.
Yeah.
My
And-
basement. Oh no.
Oh no. And in the center of it is a large iron ring like set into the floor that the blankets have been cut around, with a bunch of chains attached to it. And you can see as you kind of move down there, you get a little bit of light in there. There's movement as one of these chains pull taut. And you take your peek and you look and you see it leads to I would say I don't want to say a young boy, but think a kid, maybe like 13, 14, like a teenager. Ratty clothes, filthy, soiled, chained by an ankle to this ring. His hands are bound with rope. He's got a rag as a gag stuffed in his mouth. And he's trying to crawl away from you, but his foot's chained to this ring, so he's not able to get far.
Is he like set up so he can't speak, or?
He's got a gag in, yeah.
Okay. Somebody who
kid?
doesn't-
Looks 13, 14, yeah. Young teenager.
Buck will go down for nervous or anything.
Yeah, so those of you who go down, you can see that there is the shackle on his ankle has a, kind of a large padlock or large lock on it. holding in place.
You know, just so that we're absolutely clear on this, I'll call the waitress over, point down at the kid in the dungeon, and say, "That's
Just wanted to
that's
let
what
you
your boss
know."
was into."
They set her on fire.
She looks just all the color.
Now go set yourself on fire.
Okay, she doesn't, but yeah, she looks absolutely just, I don't know, mortified, terrified. Color goes from her, like tears start welling up. She's like, I had no idea, like, and she's just like, let me go get something. And a few minutes later, she comes back and she's got a ring of keys. And she's like, these were his keys. They were in his pocket. Maybe one of them will get the lock. Like, I had no idea he was doing this. You have to believe me. Like, I promise. Like, I swear. I had no idea.
Yeah,
We'll see about that. And I'll take the gag out of his mouth. And I'll just say, just easy now.
He's this
We're here
kid.
to help. We're friends.
He's coughing. He's hacking. It looks like he's had that in a while. He looks like emaciated. He hasn't eaten. He hasn't had anything to drink in a long while. And he's like, please don't hurt me. Please.
We're
Just-
not going to hurt you. We're not going to hurt you.
Just let me go home, please.
Okay. Beaker, could you come and see if he, are you injured or are you harmed in any way? Could you come give a hand, maybe?
Just my foot where the chain is. It hurts. And I'm hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go, kid. Try these. They're a bit spicy, but they're delicious, I assure you.
Do you take the bindings off of his wrists?
You just force feed some jalapeno poppers.
I mean, he can take
yeah.
it, but he's tied up, and he'll start just devouring this thing. And he inhales it so fast, he starts kind of like, he almost chokes on it. He starts coughing up, but he only lets that deter him for a second before he just starts shoveling the rest of it in his mouth.
How long you been
Easy,
down here?
slowly.
I don't know. It feels like weeks, but I don't know.
Where did you come from?
I was in the orphanage. The father, the brother, and he would say the name that you're familiar with. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, and I'm not opening up the document at the time because I'm lazy. But he
The now
says,
deceased brother.
the now deceased brother. He says there, he's just like, my parents disappeared.
Andrews.
There we go, brother Andrew. My parents disappeared, and he showed up, and he took care of me for a couple of days, and then I woke up pretty much here, getting chained up.
Now,
Did he try to feed you any of these? You know,
Yeah.
somebody show him the vial.
No,
did they give you anything strange? Did they hurt you? Did they want something from you specifically?
no, they didn't. Once I was here, the weird, big, muscly dude chained me up and told me to keep quiet, and that's kind of the last. I haven't seen anyone since then.
Is there a bedpan in here?
No, he's
So
he's a
then that
mess.
doesn't check out. Oh, so it's on him. Okay.
It's on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Another
is-
good
I'll be
he's
casting
soiled.
prestidigitation like a motherfucker.
I think we all
Yeah.
could benefit from that.
Yeah,
Are there
the
any
two of us
signs?
We'll just be
Are there any
chain
si-
casting prestidigitation.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Are there
Jeff.
any signs around here of like of like damage, like torn, like these blankets torn, where
You
they're like the
can-
walls or the ceiling torn, anything like that?
Yeah, so imagine like you see those yards where the people have those stakes in their yard they attach their dog to, and the dog runs circles. Imagine these blankets in like a circle around the center ring. They're all worn down and flat. You can see outside of that, some of them are torn and pulled up. Like, the people who have been chained here have tried to do something, but they've never been successful, it looks like. But you can see there's a lot of wear and tear. Maybe it's all this kid, but you're getting the impression that probably a lot of people have been through here. And you can see there are blood stains, old dried out blood stains on the blankets on the floor as well.
We should certainly help this boy, but so I'll unlock if no one's done it already. I'll unlock the manacles.
Yeah,
Obviously.
you find a key on the ring, and it unlocks him, and you can see his ankle where he was chained. It's just raw, and it's bruised and cut just from the shackle around his ankle.
Do you have any reason? And what was your name?
My name was Christopher.
Christopher, do you have any reason at all why they would bring you here, separate you from the others at the orphanage? Anything you might have overheard, seen, anything they've asked of you?
Brother Andrew always said that he always made real weird comments about how strong I was and how I was real healthy. But,
I'm going to use battle medicine on him to treat his wounds.
okay.
So I think, Puck would be concerned right now that this guy has been a successful experiment in some way, right? And so
Yeah.
he's still concerned about for the kid, but
Yeah.
you should keep a close eye on him, I think, for his own safety. And I kind of give like a look at the rest of you, the idea that
I think so.
maybe there's something more here.
Well, while you're applying your battle medicine, I'll ask, hey, let's see if he's got any odd scars or anything that shows he's been worked on.
Mhm.
Okay. So while Beaker's going through and performing medical aid, you can certainly get in there and, act like you're also looking over for injuries and whatnot. This will be pretty obvious, so I'm not going to make you roll for it, but you don't find anything strange on him. No strange markings like the other monsters, no signs of surgery or anything like that.
Just the third nipple. That's
Just
common.
The third nipple. And you just, get a nice pair of shoes.
It's a hero
you can take
point
care
to
of
try again.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. So how much does that do, Jake?
Let's see.
I think that's a crit success.
Well, 15 is a normal success. So I guess, that would be a crit success. So he would regain 12 hit points.
Okay.
And his wounded condition, if he had it, is removed.
Okay. Yeah. So you patch him up. You help him get some food and water in him. He's already starting to look better. You can tell he's definitely favoring that foot, but he can move on his own. He's up and mobile. It'll take him a little while to really recover from this, and who knows how long the psychological scars will last, but
if nothing else, you got Christopher Walken.
you got Christopher Walken. God damn it. Why don't everyone just go ahead and take a hero point for that joke? That was a good one.
So, I hate to do this to him, but is there any? Is he seem sketchy with his answers?
You can.
We're not interrogating him, but this is really strange. So
Yeah.
I feel like there's a piece we're missing here.
I will
So
also detect magic as well, just in case.
Sure. What would that be? I guess perception would probably do good for seeing if he's being kind of shifty with his answers. Bert, remind me on detect magic. Do you have to roll or do you just start detecting things?
I could just do it innately. I don't think it tells me anything other than something is magical or not, though it doesn't.
You are not picking up anything magical. Puck, he's being as sincere as he can be. You're not getting that he's lying to you or withholding anything.
He couldn't have been down here that long. He's pooed and peed himself, but not so bad that the place is full of it.
Yeah.
And they haven't fed him, so he couldn't have been down here that long.
He said weeks, but it might have just been days. Even still, that is a very long time, and it doesn't answer the question why him specifically.
And why are they just holding him?
mean,
Unless he was
maybe
supposed to be picked up tonight or something like that as part of this delivery.
Yeah, I think we might be looking at it the wrong way. I think he was being held here to be delivered. And if he's healthy, he's more likely to survive the terrible things that they want to do.
But correct me if I'm wrong, Christopher. You have spent time at the orphanage, you said. Is that not correct?
Yeah, I spent maybe a week there.
Yes. So he's already was there. So why would there be a need to deliver him to Brother Andrews if he was already there?
Are you actually an
No,
orphan?
I don't think
Found that a
he's-
lot of the orphans weren't.
I wasn't. I had a mom and a dad.
Who were your mom and dad?
Mr. and Mrs. Walken.
Nobody,
Yeah, just
like nobody special.
Nobody
Okay.
special. Yeah. Just nobody's. We lived in Bone Row, Dad worked as a cobbler. Mom did some cleaning here and there for some different businesses across the bridge.
What were you saying, Barbar? You had a theory, maybe.
Oh, I think actually export, not import. I think because we know there's more than one station of doing these terrible things. Maybe because he was such a healthy specimen, he was getting shipped off to somebody that did more advanced treatments.
Maybe this Monsoon Farms, perhaps.
Yeah.
Now, if you find that handout, Wednesday, session 4. I'll show everyone this handout again in case it helps refresh, because you would have this on you still.
Yeah.
But it was Careerig, Sister Aberrance wishes to proceed with the next test. Despite the interference in the market, she still considers it a success. I await your delivery of raw materials. I also require more of the mutagen. Provide that with your delivery. Bring it to the regular place. Moosin will be expecting you. The Mensicate's recruitment in the Outer Westway has been quite successful. Hopefully soon I won't need to rely on you so heavily for raw materials. Sister Aberrance has informed me that she is watching this directly, so no mistakes will be tolerated. The Alabaster Crane, Blade Abhorrent.
Maybe he is a material. Maybe they make the stuff from otherwise healthy individuals.
We do know that that's what they do. Those two people in the laboratory.
Yeah.
Well, we should deliver the boy to Father Duncan, perhaps. See if Father Duncan could keep an eye on him for the time being, in case something else manifests itself with his health.
I would definitely agree with that.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was the bottom carpets that were all torn up by him trying to get out. I want to just take a good once over just to make sure there's nothing stashed behind any of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Blankets.
try and tear it all down.
Yeah, you can spend a handful of minutes. There's, it looks like you just put planks of wood. This is looks like it was like an old root cellar made with rock and, like a cobble style floor. But you spend a few minutes ripping all these blankets down, ripping it off of the ceiling. You can see some of the blood stains from these blankets on the floor kind of soak through to the stone. And you can see that the iron ring was set in with they dug it out and set it in with like some concrete or mortar or something like that. But other than that, you don't find anything else. You don't find any strange sigils. You don't find any hidden cubbies. It is just looks like a holding cell waiting for, to move people.
All right. Well, I'm still up for a stakeout. I don't know about you guys.
I need to lay down.
Yeah, Barbar is in very rough shape.
Just kind of push his nose back in place.
And you do
Your
know
face
that if
doesn't
you
look good.
head back to the temple, that they can also provide you with healing as well as rest and food.
Well, we need to head there anyway to deliver to the boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that sounds nice.
Should also be worth. I'll stop by the Glorious Hammer and make sure they know that this has all been a crime-fighting venture.
Well, we do have a bounty we can turn in there, don't we?
Yep.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it Long Pig?
Moosin, I thought, was one of them.
Mooson's not on those cards.
Oh, I thought for some reason he was.
No, you found
No.
Long Pig, the leader of the Boar Squad or whatever their name was, but
Yeah,
you didn't.
We didn't capture him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We remained peaceful with them.
I for some
For
reason
now.
thought Moosin was one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I guess we just go back to the temple, right? For now,
Yeah.
are we gonna rest so that Sherbert can recover his spells and Barbar can head out? to
That
the
people
farms
can
in the
stop
morning?
dying.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
But set watch, though, just in case someone comes after us and
Okay.
follows us.
Take first watch.
So, as you're all heading back to the temple, you know the paths around these streets. It's after dark now. I'm just going to take us to the city map, just so we're off that. You're maybe a block out from the temple, and you hear from a dark alley nearby, you hear a psst, excuse me, might I have a moment of your time?
What do they look like? Can we see them?
As a young man, maybe early 20s, gangly, scrawny, and he is wearing this mostly blue patchwork robe outfit and this pointed, rounded hat of the same patchwork clothing. Greetings. My name is Tupizza. My master sent me to talk with you.
Hey, who would your master be, and what do they want to talk to us about?
My master is the great wizard Findelium of the Circle. He wanted me to let you know that the task that you're on, this gets real nervous, kind of high strung, searching for the blade abhorrent coincides with active work that he's doing, and he would like to possibly talk to you about collaboration. You know, maybe you all doing some work for him along these same paths.
How does he know that we're doing that?
Oh,
What is this blade abhorrent you're talking about?
Oh, it's the
You sure?
it's the evil Lamishtu cult that you've all been tracking.
Lamash? I'm just very unfamiliar. Lamash?
Maybe there's been some mistake. He told me he was certain. He's a great wizard, and he's been watching your progress quite closely. Because
More likely, he was probably watching them, and we stumbled into a place he was already watching.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, oh, the Monsoon Farm. Were you all heading out there at some point?
I don't know if we're giving up that information or not. No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Monsoon Farm?
Well, you would have.
You're just saying words. I just don't understand them.
He must have been. He can't be. He's the great wizard. Well, if that.
How is he looking at us exactly? I feel like there might be confusion.
Oh, he's watching you magically. He's scrying on you. He's probably watching this right now. Anyway, wait, I presume that you found the clues about the Monsoon Farm from Moosin. Well, if you haven't, we believe that they're using the farm as a front for their, cult-like experimentation things. And he was hoping that you were going out there to investigate and do the murder thing that you all do. You're very intimidating. I've seen your work. He's let me watch some. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Anyway, if this is a thing you're going to do, he would like to pay you for your efforts, and then after the job's done, he would like you to come to the tower and talk with him.
So, Chuck, do any of us recognize the wizard's name?
Findelum, the name itself, maybe not, but when he mentions the tower, those of you who are familiar with the town, so Barbar, anyone else who's been in town for a while would know that the circle is essentially a very large circle of mages, wizards, who run a magical kind of school here in town. So if you want to give me a society test.
Would this be society or... Yeah, okay. I can do that. Sorry. I'm good at these things.
The tower is based out of the Rock. So that's District 6 on the map.
I got us a fancy 21 for that.
Oh, maybe you have. The thing with the circle that you would kind of come off with is that they're super secretive. They take students, but they do not like to share what they're doing, and they don't like to share who all may or may not be a member. They kind of have a bad reputation of, you never know when the circle might be watching or interfering.
So they're the Illuminati.
Yeah, you can look at it like that. Anyway, so if you were all to go to the Monsoon Farm, and if you were all to kill all of the, Blade abhorrent servants there, and if you were to kill any of the terrible monsters that they have there, and if you were to free any of the people that they have there, he's willing to pay you when you visit him at the circle, and he's willing to pay 100 gold each.
Well, if we were to go and do some killing, and somebody wants to pay us to do this head killing, which we might or might not be doing anyway, I suppose that's a bargain. If we were going to do it anyway. If
you were... yes, he also sent a gift to help you if you were going to do that. And you can take it now. And he holds out what looks like a woven hemp necklace. And it looks like it's got 3 clay beads on it, kind of attached to it. Here you go. And he just holds it out to the group of you. He looks like he's almost too nervous to walk up and try and hand it to someone.
Read aura on it first.
What does that tell you?
Focus on an object and perceive magical auras. So,
you read an aura. It's magical. It's evocation.
I'll go take it, I guess.
Here you go.
You don't need to be so nervous. Like, it's okay. Thank you for coming out.
You're welcome.
What does that thing do?
Oh,
with the beads?
It's a necklace of fireball. I made it myself.
Oh,
Wow.
You made it.
Well, yeah, I made it with Master Fendelum's guidance.
That's pretty good.
So
Impressive.
You can see there's 3 beads there. The center one is very big, but you pull one of the beads off and you throw it at something or someone, and it explodes. into a fireball.
Fire, you say?
Yeah, a big fire. Please stand back. At least like 20 feet back.
I like
Okay.
the sound of this.
So if you want to search, this is a necklace of fireballs 1. And
Cool.
I guess Dan Sherbert's got this, so just add it to your character sheet.
Sure. If somebody else wants to have it instead, I'd be fine sharing it.
Now, depending on the situation, if you throw this, and if it's a difficult throw, I may require a skill test associated with a thrown weapon. But yeah, he's like, anyway, yes, if you were to do this, go to the circle, ask for Master Fendulum, and he will gladly pay you, and he will talk more about these endeavors. And maybe you all can work together to sort this out.
That's a very kind offer. And I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Oh, Pizza. My master gave me
Oh.
that name.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to use our own names.
Toe pizza.
Tupitsa.
Toe pizza. Got
Well,
it.
Mr. Toe Pizza, it's a real pleasure to have met you.
You sure he was naming you and not just asking you for something? I mean,
Oh no. Oh, I didn't think about that. I don't know what a toe pizza is, though. Maybe you meant 2 pizzas? 2 pizzas. I better go to the market. Anyway, I am sure I will see you all again, for I am to Pizza the Magician. Thank you. And he does a few quick incantations, and he just kind of disappears in a giant puff of smoke.
He's got some showmanship.
so
But-
we've got at least one peeping Tom wizard looking at us, huh?
Yeah, but then you
I will
kind of
point.
you watch down the alley, and as the smoke kind of clears, you can see him running off in the distance.
Well, all right. Good effort.
And that's why I took alchemy instead of
Oh.
magic.
Wait, I do have a picture of Two Pizza if you want to see him.
It's a pizza with a toe on it. I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Some of you will greatly enjoy this.
Oh.
There you go. Jeremy gets it too. Yep. Medrix.
So happy.
It's very
Kept
late.
alive at all costs.
Should we go speak with the wizard this eve? Or should we put that off until tomorrow?
No, let's
I
go
mean-
do the hypothetical murdering at the farm first.
Do you all want to go do that now, or do you want to go?
No. Tomorrow. People need rest. People need sleep.
Sure.
I need beer.
Yeah, you all
Yeah.
make it to the temple. Their healers will come out and attend to all of you who might be injured. I'll go ahead. They've got enough healing capability. They'll bring you all up to full health. They feed you. They've got their own beer that they make in-house.
Ooh.
You can see that donations box is filling up quite nice that showed up. And yeah, you're all able to rest for the night. You did mention that you want to keep watch.
I hear they make their beer out of holy water. I mean, it tastes
I'd
good,
also like to
but it just takes
send
the
a
sin right
messenger.
out.
So
I'd like to send a messenger to the Glorious Hammer just to make sure they know that the whole buffet burning down was only done with the best of intentions.
sure. So yeah, you can find an acolyte who'd be willing to run that errand for you. He might. I would be happy to deliver this message for you as he kind of holds out his palm face up.
I'll give him a silver.
Right away, sir. And he runs out of the temple. Okay. You all rest. It's going to be an uneventful night, so whatever your watch order is, nothing comes out of it. Next morning, another fantastic day in the Sea of Zolb. What's the plan?
Let's go check
I'm
out
gonna
a
make
farm.
4 anti-plagues and 4 minor elixirs of life. and I will distribute them.
Okay.
That's pretty awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. A little bit of asking around. First couple people you ask, they have no idea where this Monsoon farm is. But eventually, you find out. I will say in those books, he did have a note that it said north of the Outer Westway. So eventually you're able to hunt down this farm. And it looks like what you would expect of like a cattle ranch or something like that. Large pastures, farmhouse, a few barns, a shed. I have a map. Let me check to make sure I didn't do anything stupid on the map. No, I did not do anything stupid on the map. Okay, we'll activate the map. And so, you find yourselves at this farm.
Hooray.
There's a gate out at the front off the kind of the main road that goes by. Big sign over, big curved sign, Monsoon Farm.
Immediately we'll look for any signs of recent activity, comings and goings, tracks,
Yeah.
smoke and chimneys, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the main farmhouse. I'm pinging it here. There's smoke coming out of the chimney. I'll say it's fairly early in the day still. From where you're at, you don't see any activity outside, but you can tell that the road, the trail going up to the house area is well traveled. You can actually see signs here and there of fresh tracks. Looks like cart tracks of some kind.
I've seen this farm before.
Yes, you have. I'm recycling a map.
Good.
Have how many beads?
Does it
3.
still have a dead person in the pond?
So you're only time
building.
to find out.
Throw one per building, and then the fourth one we look at ourselves.
Well,
Oh.
There's a chance there might be some.
I would like to retcon something very quickly. Two Pizza had another piece of information he told you.
Oh.
Somewhere on the farm is a very powerful artifact that was stolen from the circle. And part of your payment, that 100 gold, is for returning that artifact to the circle. I completely spaced this, and it might be a very important part.
I think a powerful magical artifact would be worth more than 100 gold.
Well, let's assume that maybe not all of us are like wizards and don't immediately know what artifacts look like.
Yes, it is a box. It's a small wooden box. Maybe just very tiny wooden box. It looks very magical when you can see it. It's got a hand. It's got magical runes and sigils all over it.
Okay.
It's super important that you do not open the box. It's a very dangerous artifact inside. And it could really
Okay.
mess things up.
Okay.
But
Okay.
he would say on that, Mornath, like, well, if you're not happy with the 100 gold, my master, he would be willing to negotiate with you when you return the box to him. And that's what he would have. There's a box that they want recovered. It's a very powerful artifact, and he cannot emphasize enough, don't open it. But he won't share any information.
Open the box.
No,
Yes.
no, don't
Yes.
open it. Don't. I mean, it's don't do that.
Got it.
He
Don't
One
not
cut a
open
hole
the
in the
box.
for that synchronicity, everyone take a hero point.
Goodness.
We're
So-
good people, right?
Yes.
That's what it seems like. So are there windows in the building that's
just
got the
looks
smoke
like
coming?
a regular old farmhouse. Big front porch stretches across the front. The grounds around it don't look very well taken care of. So there are tall grass kind of growing around, weeds everywhere. But yeah, there's windows. The windows, it's one of those where it's kind of on like a raised foundation. So the windows, the bottom of the windows are maybe like that 6 foot. But there are windows that you could look up, or if you move up onto the porch, they would be more at regular window height. So starting maybe like 3 feet up from the porch, full-sized windows. You can see it's a 2-story building, and the awning over this porch kind of lines right up with the windows on the second tier.
While
Right.
we're out here, I may just pick up like a pocket full of rocks.
Sure. That's not a
Mornith
problem.
is going to quietly approach this house and get up on top of that lower roof.
I do want to stealth.
Yep, and take a look through one of those windows.
Sure.
Stealth. That's a skill. Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem. You move up, and you can see as you're looking through the windows on this second level, you're looking into it. Looks like there's a hallway. There's a handful of doors, and you can see there's stairs going down on the other side. So if you open this window, you'll be in this hallway. And on the opposite wall, so the interior wall of this hallway, there's three doors, and it looks like if you kind of look down towards the right, you can see another door at the end of the hallway.
I don't see any people though.
You don't see any people.
All right, I'll signal back down like no people, 0 people.
Yeah. But
Want to pop off your detect magic real quick? Bert?
Yeah, sure.
okay. I will say that was looking through the second story.
Yep.
So, okay. So, yeah, if you pop off Detect Magic, you can get some faint wisps of something arcane. It's weak, but there's definitely some kind of magical something going on in this house.
Okay. So more like a overall
Yeah.
magic-y thing. Not okay.
Yeah. But that's what you see standing here on this awning looking into the second story.
Okay. All right. Love that the people do things before I.
Anyone else want to do something?
Well, you looked in the top, right? You didn't look in
Second floor. Yep.
I'll look in the first floor windows if
Okay.
I can.
Are you moving up onto the porch, or you're a bugbear? So how tall are you?
How dare you?
Are you not a bugbear?
I am
I
a
wrong?
hobgoblin.
Oh my gosh, that is an insult.
You've called me a goblin and a bugbear. See if that's it.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm like 5'10".
Okay.
So,
So yeah,
Keep it forever.
if you just want to move up to one of the side windows, you would have to kind of pull yourself up. But if you move up onto the porch, you can easily see in.
I'll do side windows. I don't want
Okay.
the porch just yet.
Give me a stealth roll, just so if that's what you're wanting to do, stealth up. If you're just trotting up as bold as can be.
Yeah, I'll be quiet. I don't want to give anything away.
Oh
It's
yeah,
19.
you're doing good. You move up, you grab a hold of the lip of this window, and you just, do a pull up, and you carefully peek in. And you can see, it looks like you're looking into a dining room, old farmhouse dining room. You can see the old wood burning stove off in the corner, and it looks like it feeds into the chimney going up. But sitting at this table, eating a very modest looking breakfast, you can see 4 men, all in kind of, dirty robes. All of them look very kind of pale and gaunt. Yeah, and they're unaware of you. It looks like they're just there eating breakfast.
Do I see any like weapons or anything like that nearby?
Looking around, you can see that next to the door leading to the porch, so you can look over and you can see out the windows of the porch, but hanging next to the door, you can see there's a whip hanging there. There's a couple whips. And you can look and you can see that each of these on their belts, they have a dagger sheathed on their belts.
All right. I'll lower myself down and I'll do 4, saw 4, and I'll do like stinky and then have weapons. Well, maybe that's not right. Maybe.
So there's 4 people jerking each other off.
Yes, and it smells really
It
bad.
smells bad.
Just
They need to
oh
wash
goodness.
better.
I think I've heard about this before. It's an elephant something.
Oh my. Oh my. Beautiful. Anyway, so what's going on?
All right. Well, I'm going to move up to the rooftop top.
Yeah.
Trying to be quiet and just get a better look at the whole compound from the second
Sure.
the top of this roof.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the map obscured by vision, but you can see there's a rather large barn kind of north of you. My ping is not working. There it goes. See a
But I
well
don't
in the
see
center.
anybody on the grounds
You
anywhere.
don't see anybody. It looks like maybe it's just these 4. You can see a couple. There's a large shed. It looks like there's a kind of a covered stable opening up into this pasture with a pond. You can see a root cellar off to the side. You can see an outhouse. Way in the back, you'd be able to see there's a very overgrown garden, but no signs of anyone.
Well, I'll try to stealth over to be kind of where Puck's identified people, but with fair warning that every time I've tried to stealth so far, I always botch it.
The reason why I'm not moving yet.
It's fair. Oh, wow.
Hey,
Look
Okay.
at that.
look at you.
Yeah, you very easily move up next to Puck. So you're both underneath this window. If you want to pull yourself up to take a look, you absolutely can. You'll see the same things. But yeah, Mornith, you don't see anyone outside.
Okay, is the chimney up here?
Yep, the chimney is up here, and it
I'm
smoke's
gonna go over
coming
to the
out of
chimney and see if I can hear conversation.
it. Yeah, so give me a perception test.
And yes, I also thought about dropping a fireball.
It's not
It's
terrible.
just right there. It's right there.
Fire's going. Ear gets too
Damn.
hot.
I'll say with that 10, you're not able to make out word for word what they're saying. You can hear they are having a conversation, and you can pick up a few words that you are familiar with. You pick up the bold trough. You pick up something about the place being burned. And you can pick up that they're talking about there's someone else in the barn.
Sure.
But any more details, you're not able to discern. You can also make out that it's almost kind of a heated argument. A very lively conversation.
Is this something that Barbar and I can hear by like the dining room window?
I'll tell you what. I'll give you the same bits of information. If you want to roll a perception test, you might be able to pick up a little bit more because you are pretty close to them.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was them that was like talking.
Oh yeah, you can see, you can talk. It's kind of muffled. Oh wow, Puck, you did good. Barbar did better. Wow, y'all are
Nice.
doing great. Yeah, you pick up. They're talking about how the bold trough is burnt, but you get the sense it's not the context of it was lit on fire. And they talk about first Brother Andrews, then this. We're gonna have to deal with this. Sister's not gonna be happy. As long as, we lay low, and as long as no one gets to, as long as no one gets to the crane in the basement, the farm or the barn, we should be okay.
Note to self: kill Crane.
So Puck will do like crane and then point it, and then basement, down, trying to do hand signals.
Sure.
I'm watching you very closely. I'm just like,
I'll give you a thumbs up, although it's very clear I'm not getting any of it.
So what all do you want to do?
I'll definitely sneak back to Beaker and Sherbert and fill them in on
Okay.
everything we heard.
Yeah.
So do we want to jump the people inside of the farmhouse first? Get in there, rough them up, and ensure they don't survive or run away to get help?
Or do we just blow them up?
Part of me really just wants to blow
Yes, do we
them
just-
up.
Yeah, we just give Mornath that necklace, and then he just... Foof.
They're all tightly clustered, and it's definitely a group that deserves it. It's like the ideal use of it.
Don't gotta drop the
I agree.
whole necklace.
No,
Just
a bead.
one bead. Just
One
one
bead.
bead.
I mean,
Are you
Come
sure
on.
you want to be on the roof when you do it, though? Because, I mean, it is an explosion.
Can throw it in the
Mornath
window.
knows what he's doing with
There's
fire.
2 floors. It'll come out at the bottom floor, and they should be fine.
So I'll go up behind the house, and I'll throw a sling bullet at the window. They will all, ooh, what was that at the window? And then Mornath kicks in the door, or Barbar kicks in the door, and Mornath will be right behind him, and he will throw a fireball at them. And they'll all die.
Okay.
Is that what you all want to do?
I mean, just a dumb question. Were you able to see the chimney from where they were, or is it like in a totally different room?
So following where the chimney at, the window that so you could see the stove which fed into the chimney. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could see the fireplace. Yeah.
Okay, so
Down the fireplace.
down the fireplace.
Agreed. It's gonna be
They're
fun.
already there.
Yeah, I think that just sounds cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps
so-
the rest of us should lay in wait, hide in
Yeah.
the tall grass or something like that to see who comes to inspect, and then we jump the rest of
I'll
them.
just
if we can.
stand in the tall grass. I mean, it's the same as hiding for me.
It's like the
Yes, you're
really
very
extreme
small.
version of smoking people out.
Okay.
Yep,
Yes,
So-
exactly.
Everyone move your tokens to where you want to be. Mornath, you'll have
I'm
to.
just hovering above the fireplace. The idea is I'm going to drop it and then
Yeah.
run to the opposite end of
Okay.
the roof.
Are you going to use one of the smaller beads or the large bead?
Let's use maybe one of the smaller ones.
One of the small ones, because it's mostly a distraction. It might hurt somebody, but it's mostly a distraction to get them to flush out.
Well, it's probably going to hurt the shit out of them. I mean, it is
Yeah,
fireball.
but still, yeah. I mean, use one of the smaller ones.
Let me adjust.
Is there a window on the other side of this bush here?
Yeah. So there's a couple windows on this wall.
Okay, I will.
So they're all kind of clustered up, like right there.
All right, so by the back window then.
Yeah. So yeah, there'd be a window like here and like right there.
All right, then I'll stay there on that east side of the bush, and
Okay.
when the signal is given, I will throw a bullet at the window.
I don't think we need to do that. I think we're just.
Yep. Don't even need to do that. They'll-
Oh, well,
this should
they're-
flush them.
They're
Okay.
already right by where it's going to explode at.
In that case, I'll be waiting on the opposite side of the front door with my sling ready.
I'll
Okay.
cast Unseen Servant real quick, and I will have
Oh no
Unseen
no!
Servant.
I will. Ooh, go for it.
I was just going to have Unseen Servant take the beat up to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice and easy.
So yeah,
Yeah.
drop it down the
Oh, you
fireplace,
guys
or
can't see the cultists there.
move to the opposite
There we
end of the
go.
roof, and then have my bow ready to take shots, pot shots at anybody coming out.
Sure. All right.
I would
you-
like to sort of wave my hands at Sherbert to get his attention.
Mm-hmm.
I will hold up a bag and I'll pour some caltrops into my hand, and then I'll make a walking motion with my fingers and point towards the front of the house.
We're playing charades right now.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
what's going on.
You want me to have my Unseen Servant get those and sprinkle them out for you?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
So we'll do
Uh,
one and then the other. Sprinkle the caltrops out, then take the beat up.
You got caltrops outside the door there. So if they run out, they'll run into caltrops. Everyone's set up for an ambush. Mornath, go ahead. So the smaller bead is going to do 4d6.
Mhm.
So go ahead and roll 4d6 for me. Oh,
Oh, man.
I'll tell you
We
what.
have a bank reroll.
We have a banked reroll.
We got a few of them, in fact.
All right. We'll do
it.
one reroll.
Okay.
Awful roll.
Not
14.
much better. A little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to then do now. The DC on this is a reflex save of 21.
Mm.
So cultist 1. Oh, he makes it, so he'll take half damage. Ooh.
Ha
Takes double damage, doesn't he?
So
That's the
what's
guy who the bead just falls on his head.
that? Okay. So all right.
Bounces
cool.
out and just dunk.
So that was 14 damage. So this one is going to take. Much. Cool.
If it weren't for the fact that I care about my unseen servant, it would have been funny for it to just walk into the room with the
Mhm.
bead and be like,
Mhm.
"What the hell is that?" And then just
So I will tell you, with that one that critically fails, they are just obliterated, just outright destroyed.
Awesome.
So I'm just going to delete them. Oh, come on. There we go. So yeah. Boom. As this fireplace just explodes, fire and shrapnel, the farmhouse shakes, and Mornath up top, you can feel the foundation kind of shift a little bit. You can hear screams coming from inside. One of the cultists is going to run for a back door. That's going to be right there. The other two are going to... Hang on, let me finish. Are going to dive out the front door. So for those of you who have readied actions...
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
And what's the damage on a caltrop? Is that a D4?
Yeah, if they have to make a DC 14 acrobatics check, or take 1d4
Sure.
piercing with 1 persistent.
Sure.
Nice.
Um,
The caltrops are actually just D4s.
let's...
Yeah. Just a bag of D4s.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Sharp
They
edge
failed that.
D4s.
So, yeah, just give me a D4, Jake, for this damage real quick,
All right.
and then everyone else who has a ready to action will go ahead and pop those off.
Yeah.
All right.
So that'll be 2 damage.
Let's go with order of the overlay. So we'll let Bert kick off first. We'll say all of these attacks are happening at the exact same time.
So I'm going
Sure.
to hit that one that's coming out at this end here.
Sure. Make me an attack roll with your bow.
I'm going to do 3 shots.
Wow.
Kill him dead.
I think this works this way. Nope, that's not it. Where's the actual button?
It's
Sorry.
under your little actions tab.
Yeah.
The second tab.
The
There it
little
is.
weird
Found
diamond.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. So first shot.
12. Even with them being kind of flat-footed from this, 12 is still a miss.
All right, second shot.
Oh my gosh. Do you want?
Third
Do you got
shot.
hero
You've got
points?
hero
Do you want to
points.
re-roll them?
I got 3 hero points, so I can reroll all 3. I mean, if you're all right with that.
Sure. Why don't we spend them one at a time, though?
Yep, that's fine. So redoing the first one.
Oh, yeah.
22.
That is
Yeah.
a hit. Give me the damage for that.
Damage. There it is. There it is.
You drop him.
Points. I drop him. Okay, so
Nice.
I'll save the other 2. Actually, what I'm doing now is overwatching the barn since I know there's somebody else in the barn.
Sure.
Mm.
Let's see. Next is Sherbert.
I was just gonna electric art these 2 guys coming out the door.
Okay. You have your spell
awesome.
ready. Go ahead. They need to make a reflex save.
Yep. I figure I can hit 2 people with it. So
Perfect.
First one fails. Second one passes.
Yeah, he still takes half damage.
Yeah.
yeah.
So this one takes full. This one takes half. They're both still up. Beaker.
I'm going to take...
Now the one that you have line of sight on is dead.
Okay. Well, if he's deceased, I will then move my way towards the back.
Okay. So I'll say you spend your kind of your pre-combat action moving that way.
Yeah.
Puck Puck.
Yeah, I think let's see. I think Puck Puck's gonna assume that you guys have it handled, and I'm just going to trying to stay hidden as best I can in like high grass or by this stuff, just keeping an eye on who might else be coming to inspect the explosion.
Sure.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Then Barbar.
All right. Well, I will step in, get angry, and chop somebody.
Sure.
Oh, there. Go.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
All right.
9 damage is going to drop the first one.
All right. And then that's rage, move, attack.
Sure. Okay. So one remains. Real quick. So Mornath and Puck Puck, you're kind of watching over. You don't see any movement coming from the barn. But Mornath, you will see at the well. It looks like you see a head pop up. It's kind of a little ways off, so you're not really able to make out any details. But then kind of duck back down into the well. And then Puck Puck, kind of where you have line of sight, it looks like in that pasture, you can kind of see walk past the gate. It looks like there's a large deer walking around in there. And it almost looks like it kind of moves up to the gate to kind of take a look and see what's going on.
To the northwest over there? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Like over here?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it exactly.
All right. Okay.
So that means I'm going to give it to Sherbert, Barbar, or Beaker. I'm going to roll a D6. 1, 2 Sherbert, 3, 4 Beaker, 5, 6 Barbar. Sherbert.
Oh.
You get
my action.
Yeah, you get
I
first
get to-
action.
Oh, good. And this, I was worried I was being targeted for death.
I mean, I can switch that up.
Oh no, that's all right. I'm gonna take one of those rocks out of my pockets, and I'm gonna like look at them like this, but I'm using Telekinetic Projectile.
Sure. This guy seems disoriented. He's kind of grappling at his side, trying to get his dagger out, but the explosion that just came out of his chimney, definitely, that's a hit. Definitely has him reeling and off kilter, so he's not
Nice.
able to take an action this round. So if you want to give me some damage.
Let's see. What's best for, I think. Let me see if it does it on its own or not. It does. Okay.
That
Good.
kills him.
Yeah. Just boop.
Okay. So we can reconvene. Everyone can kind of, take a moment. So yeah, Mornath and Puck Puck, you saw some kind
I'll
of
call down
activity.
that there's something in the well, and I'll come down to the edge of the roof on the side.
Okay.
Get a better look.
Rifle through these people's belongings real quick.
Is there actually water in the well, or is the well empty from where I can see?
Wait, it's deep, so until you move right up on it, you wouldn't be
Okay.
able to tell.
Start making my way towards the well.
Does anyone find it strange that no one is coming to investigate a giant explosion in one of their buildings?
I mean,
We should
yes.
Very carefully here, I think.
I do want to go through this stuff still. But
Yeah, they really do. You find daggers on them, but they really don't have anything on them.
okay, I wasn't sure if they had any notes or anything. Maybe.
No.
So. We'll have to maybe come back and search the building later.
After
The basement
fire
thing
dies
that we
down.
overheard, was that like the barn's basement? Or
That's
did
they,
say the-
mentioned the barn, the basement of the barn.
There's something in the basement, and we now know there's something in the well.
You're muted, Jeremy.
You're muted.
Was it? Trying not to cough everybody's ear off. I mean, there was a letter referencing a crane earlier. I'd be interested in going after that.
That's in the bottom of the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You two would have heard basement barn.
Dig a wide berth around the eastern side of the barn. Morneth can keep an eye on the well in case something comes out to greet us.
I mean, and plus, the bead trick might work in the well too if it's not full of water. Or wait, did they come up like out of water?
We're not sure yet.
Yeah. don't know.
Okay.
Do we want to inspect the well first? Do we want to go straight to the
I
barn?
mean, the well could be danger.
I agree. We can easily circumvent it.
I'd be worried about leaving it behind us unattended, though.
Yeah.
Well, I'll cover you as you pass it. And we'll
Okay.
see.
Okay. I think so. Then I think Puck will move towards like the eastern side of the barn. Just look for a
Okay.
way in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so on the barn, as you move around kind of towards the eastern, you can see where these dirt paths are. You can see regular sized doors, just regular doors, where I'm pinging there, kind of on the, what is that, the north or southwest. There's another regular sized door on the kind of the very center south facing. And then here on the very east side are the large kind of like sliding doors.
Your traditional barn doors.
Traditional barn doors, yeah.
Is there like a hayloft or anything above them?
You can see there is an open window up there. No glass or anything, just a hole in the side, window sized. And you can see a little bit of hay poking out. So yeah, there would be a hayloft up above.
So I'll again continue to trying to really kind of lay the groundwork for like Navy SEAL type hand communication here.
Mhm.
And like I'll try to let's try to go in from up there without opening that giant door that would make a ton of noise.
Just gonna come up to you, and I'm gonna be like,
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Hayloft, go up and inside.
Oh, I
Where did
thought
you
for a
suck?
second you were doing born to hand drive.
I suppose he's but so I'll just mumble curses in Goblin, and then
Sure.
can I try to climb climb up to that window?
I want an acrobatics or athletics, unless you have a skill specifically for climbing surfaces.
"Don't worry, the other short person in the party will give him a lift.
Yeah,
I'll give
that's
him-
plenty good.
That'll give him like 2 feet off the ground."
It's not a really well constructed barn, so you find plenty of handholds and you can easily shimmy on up and hop into the hayloft. You're up here and you can see it's fairly wide, but it opens up and you can see the lower level and there's a ladder coming up to it. This hay is kind of old and moldy and real bad smelling, like it hasn't been cycled in a while, so it's very old hay. But yeah, you're up there.
Okay. Like I'll motion anybody else is coming up and like
Yeah.
put a hand down to help them.
I can just throw you my rope, and then
Yeah, we'll do
Is it
that.
invisible?
it's visible at the moment.
I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes after everybody goes in to see if there's any other activity outside.
Okay.
I'm still making my way to the well to check out what's in there, if anything.
Okay. So first, those of you going into the barn, working together, it's not a problem. Puck already did the hard work. You can easily get up into it. Mornath, you're watching. Barbar, were you going into the barn as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put you up there with them. So Jake, give me a reflex save.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
You easily dive back. As you get within a few feet, all of a sudden this creature leaps up out of the well and tries to grab you. Let me show a picture because I have a picture.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Ugh.
As this gnarly creature leaps up and tries to grab you but misses. Now, Mornath, you're up top. You've been watching for danger. If you got an arrow knock, this might be a great time
Yep.
to take a shot.
I will take 3 shots.
Sure thing.
So, blip, 20,
20's a hit.
6
6
points.
damage.
Next shot.
Ooh,
A
that's
4.
a critical fail.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out my deck
Can
unless
I-
you want to re-roll that.
Yeah, I'm going to use a hero point to
Sure.
reroll it.
Sure.
The same
Oh
thing.
my
It's meant to be.
It is meant to be. So let's take a look at the card. We've got. Ooh, somehow you had your alignment wrong with the bow, and your bowstring just cuts you deep on your forearm. You now are going to take persistent 1 bleed damage. So every round you take a point of damage until you do something to stop this.
Sure.
But other than bleeding, you can still take your last shot.
Okay. So here you go. Nada. I got 1 shot in.
Yeah. Goes wide. You fail. Okay, so we're gonna just do some initiative with the 3 of you real quick. This thing doesn't have a whole lot of HP, so it shouldn't be a prolonged thing. So if I click the right button, there we go. Mornath Beaker, roll initiative real quick.
Bang, boom. Ooh. Ooh.
Mornath, you're up. Oh, I forgot to hit
All right.
start.
I will. Can I take 1 action to just tie off my sleeve to stop the bleeding?
Sure.
I do have this skill of what's it called? Medicine.
Yeah, give me a quick medicine test just to make sure you can get it, and I'll call that good enough.
Oh my gosh!
No, you're
I
still
ripped
bleeding.
the sleeve off instead of tightening it. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Take that 1 point of
You-
bleed damage. You used an action for that, so you've got 2 actions left.
Sure. In which case, I'll just shoot twice. Yeah, there is. Miss. Or maybe 13.
It is a miss.
Uh,
Oh,
23.
critical
There we
hit.
go.
You got double
Nice.
damage on that.
16
Hell yeah.
points.
Nice. It's still up, but it is looking real bad. Beaker,
I'm gonna get up
you get
and
up.
then I'm gonna take a shot at it with my sling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bing bang boom.
14's a miss.
Dang it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna spend a hero point. Reroll
Might
that.
as well. That's also a miss.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to shoot him again.
Okay.
All right then.
I'm going to pull out
Dice
my critical
are unkind.
deck. You're flustered. You're a little bit scared. You're going to take -2 to all of your attack rolls till the end of your next turn.
Okay.
So not terrible.
This guy's got a lot of teeth.
Yeah, it does. As he
Good.
climbs out of the well and up to you, he is going to make an attack with his arm, his tentacly, teethy arms. What's your
Oh
AC?
no. 18.
All right. You take 18 damage.
Oh. Wow. My pride.
And then it's going to wrap these arms around you. You need to make me a reflex save.
Coming in
Save
for a
coming
little
up.
hard.
You fail.
Ugh. You know, can I spend a hero point to re-roll those, or is that just
Yeah.
attacks?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof.
You still fell. So as
Dang
this thing wraps its arms around you and it starts constricting you, you are now restrained. You're tied up. You can't move. You are flat-footed and immobilized. And you can't use any actions with the attack or manipulate traits, except
Oof.
for escape or force open. But also, you take another 9 damage.
Mm.
That's
Are
it.
you're down? How many hero points you got?
I got one left, and I'm spending it.
Okay, you sack your hero point to not go down. So let's see. You can spend all your hero points to avoid death. You do this when your dying condition would increase. So going down puts you at dying 1. You are not dying. You are stabilized, but you have 0 hit points. You also do not take the wounded condition.
Oh, phew.
Okay. Mornath.
Okay.
It's its turn.
Can I get a shot on it if he's kind of slumped down? Do I got a
this
shot on
thing's
the?
got these long arms, so it's
Okay.
almost at reach distance doing this. So yeah,
Okay.
you've still got clear shot. Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
baby, look at that.
Is that a crit?
Ooh, it's not a crit. You're 1 point short.
5 points.
5 points. It's still up.
Okay, second shot.
Go. Who did I just put that damage? I'm putting
11.
damage on Mornath.
Second I
Damage.
miss.
11 is a miss.
Okay. And third shot. There we go.
There you
Nice.
go. Oh, and that is a crit as well. So give me double
It's a
damage.
funny looking crit.
24
hell yeah.
points.
Oh yeah, you
Right between the eyes.
right between the eyes. He slumps over. These tentacle arms release Beaker. Beaker's on the ground, unconscious with 0 hit points. So, I think that's where we'll wrap it for tonight. Next session, we've got 3 party members in the barn, Mornath on a roof, and Beaker is unconscious on the ground.
And my unseen servant is slowly shoveling hay out of the barn.
Okay. So yeah,
We'll find that hidden hatch.
that's it.
But
So
we're
yeah,
not going to put in the work.
No. Yeah, we'll pick up next session dealing with what's going on with Beaker and moving deeper into this barn to figure out what the fuck's going on in here. Yeah, that's what we got. Let's do some plugs. Mornath, Bert, you get to go first.
Sure. On twitch.tv/Theme Steal Murder this Friday, we've got BX Dungeons and Dragons coming up. We're starting in Castle Amber,
Ooh.
classic module, playing through that. And Sunday, we've got some Shadowrun, powered by the Apocalypse. And next Tuesday is first edition Dungeons and Dragons. Check out the podcast at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com.
Very cool. What's next? We got a Jeff.
Right. So Friday, 8 Central, we are continuing our Impossible Landscapes campaign for Delta Green. It's actually our part 2 finale, part 2 of 4. So it's like the midway point. So it's going to be a pretty crazy ep. Saturday, we're taking the day off, but we will be starting up a Blades in the Dark run the following week. And then on Monday, we'll be back and playing Ultraviolet Grasslands with some of these incredibly ugly people that you see.
It's safe to say that now.
Yes, it's very safe. Yep.
Very cool. Jeremy, anything you want to plug? Black Blizzard? Is that the name of it? Yeah, that wrapped up.
All wrapped up. I'm good to go. Just check out all the awesome things these cool people do.
Very cool. You're watching Defenders of Cobalt. If you come back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central, we're doing Watercolors and Warriors, our 5th Ed Ghibli campaign. If you come back Friday, 9 p.m. Central, we're doing Old School Essentials with Jeff from Perilous Studios. He's running us through that. Saturday, we're also taking off. And then Sunday, I'll be hanging out with Bert for some Shadowrun. And Monday, I'll be hanging out with Jeff for some UVG. So, yeah, exciting stuff. What do we got? Oh, yeah. This is the end of session 5, so all of you get 250 XP.
Nice. So
That
close to
should
that
put you,
next
what?
level.
750?
750.
Nice. Yeah, so in the next session, you'll all be able to go up to level 3. That's what we got. Thanks, everyone, for watching and hanging out with us. Until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, go get that fucking vaccine. Deuces. And once again, I didn't get the scene set up beforehand.
Oh my gosh. That means I'm going to have to wait for like ever.
You have to wait forever. Okay, we're good.
No. This is my life now.